Hello, I'm Brett Knowles from PM Squared Consulting. This is the fifth of 5 quick wins that we have helped a number of significant power distribution companies incorporate into their FP&A processes with great results. In this video, we'll talk about the 5th quick win, which is called Monitor and React, and then talk about the overall benefits achieved on average from 5 significant power utility organizations that implemented these 5 quick wins. Now, Monitor and React seems almost trivial and silly, but is forgotten by so many organizations. Most organizations' planning process is what we call fire and forget. Once the plan is done, it's launched, and we don't do anything to the plan afterwards other than report variances from that plan. But what if we had real-time monitoring tools that took a look at how actual performance was occurring against the plan and with the ability to make plan adjustments on the fly as time passed? So this is often called agile planning because what it allows us to do is do small plan iterations, and then once the plan is done, iterate it relatively quickly. So this is merely about linking your planning software with your reporting software to give you a dynamic tool. Now, it seems trivial, but most planning applications don't support that capability. And when we built spreadsheets, of course, we use other spreadsheets for reporting performance, and so nothing is done to link this back to the plan. The dilemma is that gives us a bunch of weaknesses. Not only can we not adjust the plan, but we don't even have any learning going on about where the plan drivers are accurate or inaccurate, so we can fix them up for the next time. So that's it, the quick wins. Now, I want to go back to the overall agenda where we talked about 3 topics: the common FP&A challenges, the 5 quick wins that we've just covered, and then what that longer-term solution looks like. And the longer-term solution are these new age planning tools like Anaplan, where they have rethought how planning occurs. And they're typified by being called agile planning software. It's a new enough area that I don't even think Gartner does a decent job of creating a quadrant that includes them. The idea is this: what if, again, think of your spreadsheets. Basically, they're a bunch of lists that go down the left of the spreadsheet and lists of things that go across the top. So across the left might be things like regions, and across the top might be products, but it could be sales reps, it could be miles of pipeline type, tank type, all those sorts of things. So imagine instead of keeping them as spreadsheets, they're literally kept as lists. And those lists can be grabbed, dragged, and dropped onto a work area that would result in what looks like a spreadsheet, but they're really the planning modules. So each planning module, I can grab whatever dimensions I want. So in this example, we've for one of the utilities, we grabbed a whole bunch of geography lists and dropped that on the left, and then and these are just the totals that came from a bunch of product groups that were tackled across the top. So this drag and drop allows these spreadsheet looking things, modules, to be developed on the fly. This allows us to be able to do any analysis about anything. What it also allows us if we change the list once over here, the system's smart enough to change it not only everywhere it's used, but determine what these updated tables look like. So literally the instant you change the list, it's changed everywhere and every instant, and every plan is now up to date that instant because it's on the cloud. And then from there, we can create these in ongoing tools that leadership uses to manage the business. So these planning modules then get presented and used through a series of dashboards and visualizations that allow everyone to see the same data through the context that they need to understand it. So these agile planning mechanics allow the plan to incorporate all the concepts we've talked about and many others. And in fact, they're so easy to implement and flexible that often, even though we begin the quick wins by using spreadsheets, we quickly migrate to one of these tools because of these incredible benefits that we get. the underlying framework on all of these seems to be there's a calculation engine, there's a whole bunch of in-memory storage of all this information, which is what gives us the fast turnaround time, and some ability to connect each of these lists together. And so we end up with a tool that is sort of an intelligent aggregation and calculation engine that allows the plan to get cut in a way that is different than just using spreadsheets. So typically we're going to pull information from the standard source systems, and then you can build the plan modules in any sequence that you need at any point in time. So we don't have to move straight from the spreadsheets to this new world as any one area or product group or issue requires it. We then build in this new solution. So that's a quick overview of Quick Win 5 and what some of the longer term solutions look like.